everybody, Amy White with Worthy Written Words. Today we're going to be in Moroni chapter 6 verse 4, and I'm sorry I have a bit of a cold today, so my voice is going to sound a little bit different, but we're going to be in our wide margin Book of Mormons, and the first thing that we're going to do is use a bunch of scrap paper behind our pages and to cover the page next to it and then over top of the words as well, so that when we use this Distress Spritz from Ranger, it's going to add like some paint splatter to your page, and this way it'll protect the words and stuff from getting large drops, because sometimes it will do some very large drops, and depending on how many times you do it and the angle by which you do it, you'll get different results. So we're not going to use a whole lot because we just want a little bit of an accent on the background of this page. So I'm just going to squirt it once or twice on the page to get a little bit of some pink paint splatter. Now, the bigger spots that go on this page did bleed through to the other side, so if you don't want the bleed through, I recommend prepping your page first with some clear gesso. And then after you're done spraying it, then you can have it dry quicker by using a heated tool. Otherwise, just let it air dry before you move on to the next step. Next, I'm going to take this little piece of vellum grid paper. They all look a little bit different. Some of them are grids, some of them are herringbone, some of them are triangles. But I'm going to rip off around the edges so it has a torn look. And when I get that to the size that I want, then I'm going to attach that to the top of my page using just a glue stick. And then I'm going to cut off any extra hangover using some scissors. Now I'm going to attach this Trust God cutout to the typewriter cutout by cutting one of these 3D foam squares in half and putting it underneath the Trust God, and this will help it to pop up off of the typewriter and add a little depth to the look of the page. Now using a glue stick, I'm going to attach the two ribbons. One of them has 5 hearts, one of them has 6 hearts, so one of them is a little bit longer than the other. And I'm attaching them first with a glue stick so that they will hold still when I go to staple them with the stapler. Otherwise, they just move around and it makes it really awkward and hard to get those to stay where you want them before applying the staple. So then I just staple one time. You could do it as many times as you want. But then to protect the back side from cutting through the page, I'm going to add just a little bit of washi tape as a little protectant. And it can be any washi tape, any junk washi tape that you don't want, because it's not going to be seen. It's just there to try and protect the page underneath. And then we're going to attach this entire typewriter cutout piece using some craft tape. I'm using AdTech Microdot craft tape, but any craft tape or even a glue stick will work at this point. And we're going to attach the typewriter, and we're going to attach the tab with the craft tape. And when you do the tab, make sure you only apply the craft tape on the bottom half of the tab so the top that's sticking up isn't sticky behind it. And now we're going to attach the tab with a little bit more support using the washi tape strip. And then I'm going to attach these flowers using the craft tape, but one of them I'm going to use the other 3D foam dots to make it pop off the page as well, so you can choose which one you want to use that one for. I did it with the smaller one up at the top because I didn't want it to be super close to the binding where the big one would be sitting, so I just put it on the smaller one and I cut off any of the 3D foam square that would be showing, and then I attach it using the double-sided tape. Now the last step is to use a highlighter to highlight verse number 4, especially where it talks about the author and finisher of our faith. Any highlighter or marker will work. Just make sure that it doesn't bleed through the back side of your page after you're done. And now that's it. We're done with this page. I hope you guys had fun. We'll see you next time. Make sure you're subscribed.